the things that seems weird are the dietary commandments about what is clean and unclean. And people confuse them. And this particular objection is kind of a snarky, sarcastic comment. You know, is it the same kind of abomination to eat shellfish as it is to participate in homosexuality? They're saying this without wanting a real answer. Okay? In other words, it's saying both of these are ridiculous, so we don't need to listen to it. All right? But if you read the Bible just a little bit with an open mind, you should understand that these two are very different kinds of commandments. And there are three basic kinds of Old Testament laws. All right? The first kind is ceremonial law. And ceremonial law is something we don't have to abide by anymore because ceremonial laws point to the Messiah. Okay, an example would be sacrificing an animal. Right, the blood of the animal symbolically took away sin. We don't have to do that now because Jesus took away our sin. Okay? Another example may be circumcision. We don't have to circumcise ceremonially anymore because we have a circumcised heart. Right? Removing yeast from bread. That symbolizes removing sin from your life. So we don't have to do that anymore. The second kind is civil law. Civil law are the kinds of laws that apply to situations between people in a theocratic system. Theocracy, God ruled. All right, and the Israelites certainly lived within a theocratic system, didn't they? I mean, every day you have this pillar of fire and cloud in your midst. You know, they saw this. They saw God part the Red Sea and do all kinds of things right in front of them. So some of the laws seem pretty practical, such as if I have an ox and you dig a pit and my ox falls into your pit, then you have to compensate me for the ox. Okay? So the other laws seem pretty severe because of the theocratic system, such as if I want to go out and pick up sticks on the Sabbath, I'm going to get stoned. Okay? Well, that seems pretty harsh, doesn't it? Now, but if you're told ahead of time that if you pick up sticks on the Sabbath, then you will be stoned, and the pillar of fire and cloud is there staring you in the face, are you going to do it? I mean, can you just not pick up sticks on the Sabbath? I think that wouldn't be too hard to follow. And that is actually what happens. A person does get stoned for doing that very thing. The third kind of Old Testament law is revelatory law. You could also call this moral law. All right? Revelatory law is the type of law that reflects the character of God. And this would be the Ten Commandments. We're not supposed to steal because God is an open-handed, generous God. We're not supposed to commit adultery because God is a faithful God. We're not supposed to commit murder because God is a life-giving God. All of those laws reflect God's character. And it's not just the Ten Commandments. There are other things too, and we'll hit a few of them. So those laws still apply. The first two, not so much. Okay? So when you confuse eating shellfish with homosexuality, you're confusing categories of Old Testament law.